Ok, te di la instrucción en el camerino que en una pelea limpia y protéjase siempre. I gave you guys your instruction in the locker room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Anything below your name here is low. Anything below here, it's low. Good luck. Ciao, ciao.
Luis Hernandez, a knockout artist, 20 knockouts in 23 victories. His last 3 losses came over his last 5 fights, but across the ring from him is an Olympian in Lindolfo Delgado, who's got the technique and the power behind him to become a superstar. Now he's just got to do it in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, anytime I see a fighter with a high knockout percentage, the first thing I do is I see who they knocked out.
Yes.
You know, I check their resume. But at the same time, I respect it because, you know, you get some guys in here that basically get some fights that they should just knock the guy out, and they never do. So you got to respect the power of a guy like Hernandez. So I'm expecting Lindolfo to come out, be very patient, be very defensively sound right out the gate before he starts to open up his offense. Now for Hernandez seems like a guy that he gets started later in the fights. You know, wow, that was a heavy body shot right there, man. Good feints right there from Hernandez. Again, so that jab you're seeing right there towards the guard of Delgado, excuse me. Delgado is just to get him to set up, to get him to look at something. You know, he's measuring his distance with that jab, just so he can stick it like that, straight down the middle.
And Tim, when a guy leads with the right hook to the body, what does that do?
It's the spleen shot. You're looking for the spleen. I don't know. You ever been here? Had your hurt? You been hitting the spleen?
No, gracias.
Yeah, extreme pain. Extreme pain, definitely. Get your respect. I mean, the liver shot is the place that you want to land, but again, if you're landing on the right side, what punch do you think you take away?
That left?
The left, the jab, right? Yep. Exactly.
Look at the flank of Delgado. I mean, Hernandez has been putting in work with that right to the body as he goes downstairs again.
Yeah, that's been his focus. His focus is the body, to take the power and the conditioning away from Delgado. And you see Delgado just doing the same thing in return right there.
Yep.
Good shot, good left hook right there in between the shots of Hernandez.
Hernandez relentless with that right downstairs. Powerhouse style from Mexico and a little bit of technique from Cuba, and you get the Olympic fighter like Lindolfo Delgado. Now 18-0 as a pro with 13 knockout wins.
Again, man, Hernandez is dangerous, extremely dangerous. And you can tell he doesn't fear the punching power of Delgado. He seems comfortable in there already, and he's finding his mark. And he's closed the distance on Delgado as well. And there's not enough counter-punching right now from Delgado. But now you're starting to see Delgado starting to move forward, using his feints actually to gather more real estate inside that ring as well.
This reminds me of what we're going to see in our co-main event.
Yes.
Between Raymond Murataya and Diego Torres, because, you know, 2 hard punchers, 2 Mexican fighters.
Buzzed Hernandez with that jab about 15 seconds ago. Got his attention. You see the patience of Delgado. He's not He's not rushing anything. He's just allowing. He's allowing Hernandez to get off, get comfortable, and he's eventually going to start lowering the boom once Hernandez starts to slow down a bit. But that jab right now is definitely needs to be taken into account.
And it's because he stopped throwing the right to the body that now that jab is active for Lindolfo Delgado.
Yes.
Although he throws it there. Hernandez is hard-nosed as he comes.
Oh, he's hard-nosed. He's tough. He's marching forward, but he's exposed. Delgado's just taking his time. Trust me. He's going to be looking to set up something down the line. But right now, Hernandez is having his way this round. Coming forward, steamrolling, using his strength, letting his hands go at the right distance. And there you see a combination coming back from Delgado. As soon as a low point from Hernandez's offense.
There's another left hook from Hernandez. Nice left hooks. Snaps the chin of Delgado.
But again, a lot of those punches are pretty wide. Delgado can punch in between. Just gotta wait and see when.
Hernandez came to fight. That body work from Delgado, though.
Look at that precision, man. Sharp punching right there from Delgado. Lose some of that steam, and then he's gonna come forward, and then we're really gonna see if Hernandez can fight off his back foot.
You know, Delgado confessed to us that he had some stuff going on outside of the ring that had him distracted in his last fight. That was a decision win against Jair Valtierra. And he says, tonight, though, I prepared physically, mentally. I had a great training camp, and you're going to see that in my performance. But he's got a tough opponent
he's strong.
in Hernandez.
He's physically strong. Look at his legs. Look how strong his legs look.
But you know what? When Lindolfo Delgado, as Robert Garcia was stating in the corner, when you throw 3-4 punch combinations, you're going to land every single one of them.
Yes.
There's no defense to Hernandez. Just offense.
No defense, and he just depends on the high guard. You know, when you depend on the high guard, you limit your defense. I mean, the best defense is the first line of defense, which is your legs. You'll be able to get out of range, move left or right, make your opponent miss his punches. But again, as long as Hernandez is moving forward, he's going to be throwing. He's going to get caught with shots like that, but that's not going to deter him. When Delgado chooses to come forward at the right moment when he feels his man weakening, I'm telling you right now, he's going to have a ton of success bagging up Hernandez.
Yeah, but it looks like he's got to wait a little bit because Hernandez is still very strong.
But you can't wait too long. Yeah. I mean, you got to continue to land shots, clean punches like that, effective punches, especially with the jab. See that?
Liver
Look at
shot.
But exactly. But see how
I'm in as a commentator.
Oh,
a nice combination. Do you ever think about being a trainer?
No, not really, man. I don't have the time. This job, traveling all the time, studying film. I just don't have the time, and my kids too. Don't have the time.
Nice combination there from Lindolfo. Finishes it up with a nice right to the chin.
Subtle movement from Delgado, Lindolfo, excuse me. Subtle movement from him in punching off that movement, just changing the angle of his punches.
Yeah, because Hernandez needs to have his feet set in order to be powerful.
Yes. Yes.
If he's moving, you're safe.
Yes.
Ooh, there's that stick from
But again, that jab stops you in your track, and that jab is not a soft jab. That's a stiff jab coming from.
That's a pistol.
Delgado. For you in your career, man, it takes you 3 or 4 more fights to get back where you left off. You get what I'm saying? So it's important, man. Undefeated record on the line. You know, you got to show up and you got to show out.
Ooh, nice body shot from Delgado. And it's not just winning, it's how you look also that makes a huge difference for a fighter like Henry Lebron.
Yeah, it's a huge difference now. I mean, this day and age, you know, with the TV dates and things that go on, like if you lose a fight but you put on a good showing, they'll bring you back. You'll have an opportunity to make money. But back then it was like, if you lose a fight now, your stock drop and no one wants to, you know, the network won't pay for you to come back. But it's different nowadays, man. It's okay. It's how you lose fights now.
That's a nice left hook from Lindolfo Delgado. Mark, how you seen this fight?
I see the best Lindolfo Delgado I've seen, period. You know, a lot of guys come in and say, oh, I had personal problems last time out. We all roll our eyes because we've heard it before. But this is what a boxer puncher is supposed to look like. He's catching the shots on his arm. He's picking the shots he wants to return with. That left hook to the body is something spectacular, fellas.
And it sets up that overhand right that we just saw from Lindolfo Delgado. Nice combination punching there from Hernandez, who continues to come forward. That's where he's at his best, stepping forward and stepping into the gap that Delgado leaves.
Yes, it is, but Delgado is just using his angles to defend against that pressure, which is good.
Oh, nice left uppercut. Hurts Hernandez. Can he put him on the canvas? As a tough Hernandez is holding on for dear life here with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the 4th round. Delgado goes to work. Woo! That man is going down, and he may not get up. It's over. The referee calls the fight Celestino Ruiz for the knockout.
He never saw it coming. Look at the high guard.
Oh.
I tell you guys all the time, the high guard, split the high guard right there. He dropped that lead hand in the process, but he's leaning a little bit over that front knee. See that measure right there with the jab? He blinded him and blinded him again just to touch him, to line him up for the right hook. Here it is again. Nice little pull right there. He was out of position right there, caught him. He never saw that punch coming because Delgado was on an angle when he landed that shot. Those last 3 punches right there, he never saw those punches coming at all. Here's a windup right here. Nice little pull. Come back with the 1-2 from Delgado. Measure, measure, measure. There it is. Never saw those 3 hooks right there come from Delgado. Just off to the side.
Man.
This man, I'm telling you, man, that was a hell of a performance by Delgado. I'm not going to lie, man. That uppercut was sneaky. It was a shot that he didn't throw all night. So will something.
At 1 minute, 53 seconds of round number 4 for your winner by knockout, Lindolfo